Hello everybody, Matt here on The Planet. Today we should be down at the track. Now I was going to do some 400s and maybe some 1Ks in training for the 10K PR attempt that we're going to do later on this year, but that's not happening because we managed to pick up a bit of a cold. I've had it pretty much all week, but it's been okay until today. I was up all night last night. Not up all night, but coughing quite a lot through the night. It feels like I've grown a six-pack in my back. So in that respect, it's not fun. So I woke up this morning and just felt a bit weak. So be no point going at the track today and blowing myself out. So I decided to come for a walk out here in Hulme Park. It's a fantastic little place for a walk. You still do something today. It's actually really quite nice as well. Winter time in Northumberland, no wind, which is fantastic. It's just a shame we can't be running. But yeah, so what we're going to talk about today then. So we'll talk about the running goals that we've had this year. Pretty much there's only one left, which is the 40 minutes and the 10K, which we're going to have a bash at that this year. So I've been on the low carb diet. And that's going really well, down to about 76.4 kilos I think this morning. So the goal was 75 kilo by the end of the month, so we're pretty much there. Like, just depends on whether I can keep running now with this cold. I think I should be over it in a couple of days, fingers crossed. And then we're aiming for 72, so I might keep it going a little bit more. So the idea is if I get it below a couple of kilos or so, below 72 kilograms, and then you can just keep on top of it as I start reintroducing carbs back into the diet. So and then that'll set us up for our next marathon, which is going to be Manchester. This year our goal was to run 3:20 in the marathon in the first half of the year, which we managed to do a 3:27 at Manchester. And since then it's been 3:35 to 3:40ish. And then we're kind of like sub 4 hours at York, but that was just 2 weeks after we'd run the Chester Marathon. It was really not, I was never going to achieve anything, but I just went there to try stuff out with the cramp fix, as you know, and the cramp fix actually worked, so that's actually worth doing, that one. And then the other goal was to run a 3:10 in the second half of the year, which should have been Chester, but I remembered that was quite a difficult course. I did manage to set a 5-minute PR in that, so I got it down to about 3:35ish, I think 3:36 maybe. So I was quite happy with that to PR the course, but there's no way I was going to get 3:10 on that course in hindsight. I managed to run 20 minutes in the 5K. That was the goal. I've got no ambitions to go faster I will go faster in the 5K, but I don't need to set that as a goal now for next year. I just wanted to run 20 minutes, so we did that bang on at a track event. There's a video if you want to go and see that. The half marathon, which is a goal I was trying to get 90 minutes in an hour and 30. I really thought I could push and try and get that done at the Great North Run this year. I managed to get 1 hour 34:43 I think it was, so a substantial time off it, but it was just how it was on the day. Definitely we can go faster at other courses, and obviously I've got some plans next year to do the 90 minutes and a half marathon again, so I'm really looking forward to that. I think when you're running marathons and racing marathons, you can really attack a half marathon, and I was able to pretty much execute my race strategy, albeit 10 seconds per kilometre or so at certain sections, maybe the uphill sections at the Great North Run. Maybe we'll go back to Silverstone this year. I'm not sure about it yet. We'll just have to see how the things plan out. Obviously I've got one marathon booked in for next year at the moment. I'm thinking about going for Edinburgh again. Obviously not in the marathon, just the half marathon. I hadn't really given it much thought, but when you think about it, it's pretty much downhill for the first 10K. So the chances of getting a PR, and obviously for me breaking 90 minutes in that is quite easy. Probably be having a go at that one next year. Okay, so I think I've covered all my goals that I've planned to do this year. Obviously the 10K, which is, I was going to start my 10K training, or so I was going to start my 10K tune-up just about now, doing the track work, do some 1K repeats, maybe some 2K repeats at some point. So I'll probably do a couple of weeks training on that before we give it a go, so that'll be towards the middle to the end of December this year, and that'll be the last big goal that we're trying to achieve, so stay tuned for that. I was toying with running another half marathon this year because I found a few events, but after running this year we've run I think it's 5 full marathons and at least 2 half marathons, so that's enough, isn't it? Enough for this year. So about the middle of December we'll be starting the training block for Manchester, so I'll be doing a series for that. I need to decide exactly how the training is going to plan out, but I'll tell you all about that in the coming weeks. And yeah, hope your run is going well. If you've got any events you're going to do towards the end of the year, let us know. I'd be interested to hear about that. Wish you all the best for Christmas, and please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. So we've also got at least one run trip coming up next year, which I'm really looking forward to. Should make a good movie on the channel. So that'll be an international trip, and we'll try and do another 1 or 2 international trips next year as well, and run the planet around the world. Should be good fun. I think this time of year is really quite good because we're planning the half marathons and the full marathons that we're going to put together, so the schedule isn't organised, but we're actively looking at all the races available, and obviously there's stacks and stacks of them, isn't there? So some of them, like some of the majors, we've obviously applied for London. We didn't get into that. We've applied for another couple, the Berlin one, Chicago one, so they're a little bit easy to get into, but still you're at the mercy of the gods as to whether they're going to let you into those. So we just have to see how that goes, and if not, there's a load of other ones out there. Maybe Amsterdam might be a good one to run, but